Hi, this is Sachin. Today I am going to give a short presentation on microeconomic analysis. My student ID is NPS29993 and the unit code is SC1072. My unit name is Economics and International Trade. Today I am going to give a short presentation on ban on international travel by government of Australia. As as you know that Australia has imposed travel ban on March 25, 2020 international for all Australian citizens and residents who are living in Australia. If they want to travel, they have to get an exemption and follow the process. The COVID, all the travel ban is all due to the COVID-19, which is a very deadly virus, and it has been started from the one of China. And after a few months, people are being affected in China, and it has also came to Australia as being a deadliest virus, and people are getting affected. Many people killed. So getting in concern, the Australian government has imposed travel ban in Australia by March 25, 2020 for all Australian citizen and resident to resident. Uh, my table of content includes introduction on travel ban and international travel ban in Australia by Australian government. The government has realized that the deadly virus gonna kill people people and it will make the life of people very disappointing and leading to death of many people and making chaos in the country. So it was only step to spread virus in the country and yeah, stop the movement of the people in the country. It has also microeconomic analysis and macroeconomic analysis. The COVID-19 has affected both microeconomic and macroeconomic uh, part of the economy of Australia. The economy have been highly fluctuated and degraded due to this COVID-19. Several factors of economy such as trade, tourism, and and education being the third highest income of the industry has been totally degraded due to COVID-19. The life now has been totally different what was before, and it has created several sequences in the economic sector of Australia. And the recommendation regarding the travel ban in Australia by Australian government and conclusion and so on. Moving toward the introduction, the the travel ban in Australia by the international travel ban in Australia on March 25, 2020 has a serious issue in the economic view of Australia. All the economic activities in Australia has been deteriorated day by day. The three major sources of income, tourism sector, the trade, and the education has been highly distracted by this COVID-19. People are being very afraid to go to the job, to do the education sector, and mainly, mainly people are being frustrated, and the deadly virus is killing the people for no reason. It is all the respiratory problem. It creates obstruction in the respiratory problem and kills the people slowly. It mostly affects the infant and and old people because they don't have the good immunity power, so they get caught easily and leading to the death of the people. The COVID-19 has major macroeconomic and macroeconomic effect on the Australian economy. An article by Romano 2020. It has a very huge impact on the economic of the country. The country is getting billions of dollars, is losing billion of dollar every day in different economic sector. which was earning before the COVID-19. The Australia used to earn billion of dollar from travel sector. It has good travel record in the world history, and billions of people travel in Australia for different sector, and now it is being totally distracted, and the movement of people from Australia into Australia is totally banned by the Australian government, uh, keeping an eye to the COVID-19. And moreover, the internal trade is also being affected. All the businesses are being collapsing. People are afraid of going to the job. They are in the verge of collapse, and they are unable to live their livelihood. Small company are not running because people are the movement of the people is very low, and they are staying at home all the time. So small businesses are being badly affected. The microeconomic analysis on Japan and Australia in Australia has huge impact on the microeconomic analysis, as I discussed earlier. It is very disappointing for the people of Australia due to COVID-19, and the demand and supply of the international travel in Australia has been highly impacted. The income from the international travel was very high in the past few years, but now due to COVID-19, people are the travel movement is very low, and the income from the travel is totally zero at the moment, and most of the aircraft company like Virgin Australia are as the are at the borders of extinction, and it's very hard for them to survive, and most of the people are losing their livelihood. They are unable to earn their livelihood, and the government, so for the reason the government is providing various schemes to limit their losses, providing job keeper payment, releasing of early release of superannuation fund. Furthermore, the macroeconomic analysis, the ban on international travel imposed by Australian government has resulted the employment to reduce by 7%. The employment has totally reduced by 7% due to the COVID-19. Most of the people are being unemployed and are unable to do the job on site due to COVID-19. Government has made several policy by providing the scheme of job keeper payment and providing several schemes to the healthcare worker for their motivation and giving more reward to encourage and to activate to active participation of the frontline workers. The government has made several reforms in the monetary policy, such as providing various relief measures to the people who are greatly affected by COVID-19, consulting them, providing them good health, and precaution by health sector. Uh, Least but last but not the least, the time limit for the payment of tax has been for the business has been extended, but should be extended by the government. So the people who are having hard time should get enough time. There should be extension in the job keeper payment, so the people livelihood would get easier, and they will not have hard time anymore. The government also should provide a facility that the exchange rate should be fluctuated in order to facilitate the people from different part of the world, so that they can get support from the family also. The government should also announce the relief package and funding for infrastructure projects such as agricultural project, funds fund for the frontline worker to the police and to the health line worker. They are playing a very major role in this hard time. Likewise, from all the study of travel ban in Australia 2020, it has highly affected the macro analysis sector, and the country is having a bad recession at the moment. The mostly affected sector are tourism, hospitality, and education. the MMS has predicted that the GDP will shrink to 6.4%.